Hello, everyone, and very good evening. Once again, welcome back to the session. So, yesterday we were discussing loops, right? So, there was a code written using for loop, right? Today we are continuing the same, where I would like to ask Ashutosh to write the code and explain, right, using while loop.
Yeah, sure, Deepti. So what I will do is I will also like to include my friend Bharat over here,
Yeah, sure.
and we both will try to work on this thing. So what basically we are going to do is I'm going to write a code which will be including the while loop, and our friend Bharat is going to give an explanation of that.
Yeah,
Fine?
sure. Yeah. So it is
Okay.
like to do a recap of what we have left out yesterday. Write a program I asked was to print tables using
Mm-hmm.
for loop, which Bharat has concluded that.
Mm-hmm.
So today now you are going to continue to print the tables using
Mm-hmm.
while loop.
Okay. Fine. So I will do that. Wrong movement. So I will just start with writing the code which our friend has concluded yesterday. So just to give guys a quick recap. So it was a num is equal to int input say enter the num and print that was a blunder mistake I was making if people observe.
These minute things really matter while you're
Exactly.
coding.
Say s is equal to 1 while s is smaller to 10. So basically, I'm trying to do the multiplication up till 10. Say num is equal to num plus sorry, into multiplication, right? Right. Num x comma s comma is equal to comma yeah, Dipti,
Yeah.
was this the code you asked me to run? So here, if I'm entering the number, it is asking me for a number. So suppose I give 7 over here and I press enter. So this is giving me a table of 7. Num into 1. I'm doing something wrong over here. Yeah, guys, any suggestion in the chat window what thing I'm doing wrong over here? Let me just figure it out.
I think the indentation is something going wrong there.
Indentation, no, I guess indentation is perfectly fine.
You have to change that S. One more S.
Yeah. So here I'm saying this small s, here I'm saying capital S. Let me run this.
Ashutosh, let us check if we have any response from our viewers in the comment box.
Yeah.
Please, team, please let us know if we have any
And meanwhile, just
answers.
me let figure this out.
Yes. Okay, we also want our viewers to try out while we are doing it. That is the whole purpose of this session.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, come on, comments, all right. All right, we have waited for good amount of time. You can share your screen and show us the output.
Yeah, I just figured it out. So here I'm getting this answer. So what I did was I entered 23 over here, and it just prompted me to ask. It just asked me for a number. I entered 23, and this is the table I'm getting.
Exactly. So what was the error you are making, Ashutosh? So
I guess the
like
error
to know
was
that.
over here. Over here, I was making something error, and here also in numbers. So yeah.
Okay, Bharat, would you
But
like
it
to add
was-
anything? Like how you would like to explain what it is happening here?
Yes, definitely. See, while Ashutosh was, dealing with while loop, what happens initially is he's passing a variable, he's defining a variable num, and he's asking for the users to enter the number of a particular number, which he wants to print the multiplication table of. Okay, that is the first part. And then using a print command, they are trying to, Ashutosh is trying to print a particular number. Okay. And then this print statement is used to validate the number variable. Okay. And also, if you look at this part where you are trying to hard code a variable, that is value in num, okay, where you're saying num is a specific value where n is your number, right? I'm looking at this particular code now, and then when you say that n is your number, which is what we want to print in the multiplication table, okay? So that is giving you f is equal to 1. Now, when you're starting a while loop, what happens if you deal with while loop and you're passing a value as s less than or equal to 10? That means a while loop should run until a condition is satisfied, right? So it should iterate up to 10 times. Okay, so that is how you get your output this way.
Okay.
Correct?
Yeah.
Is that what you try to do, Ashutosh?
Exactly. That was a very good
Yes.
explanation.
Yeah. Now we'll do an opposite thing here. Okay. Now I'll just show you a code, and I want you to explain me what will be the output of the code. Then show us the output on the collab. Okay.
Sure.
So what is happening in every step of this? So let me share my screen. Yeah. Is it good? Shall I have to increase the size? Is it fine, Ashutosh?
Yeah, just a moment. Give me a moment. Yeah, that is perfectly fine. Yeah, so what exactly is happening over here, right?
Hmm.
So what is happening is you have given the range 2 to 4. So what will be the range in 2 to 4? So as we know that in Python, the last number is always, ignored. So when we say the range from 2 to 4, it is going to give me the numbers 2 and 3. And besides that, you are also asking for the sum. So the range that we have taken is from 2 to 4. So actually we are taking 2 and 3. And the sum of that range is going to be 5. So when we say n will be of 5. The first statement in the while will print 5 and n will become, and then the loop will break. Now, as the loop was exited because of a break statement, else will not be executed. Hence, the answer will be 5. So that is what I am observing.
Okay, so the n is the sum of the range, while n, you are using a break statement. So when it will going to break it, else will not execute.
Exactly.
So can you copy this in the collab?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Just a moment.
The answer is
5.
okay.
Just a moment, let me copy again. And let me share my screen and show the participant. So here I'm just pasting the code which you have shared. And I'm running this. And yeah, there you go. The answer is 5.
Yeah, great. So yeah. So here what you are saying is when we are having a range, it's never takes 4. It takes only, it's still 4, but not 4.
Exactly, because in Python, the last number that we specify in the range or in the index location, that is always ignored. So
Okay.
if I'm saying from 2 to 4, so it won't be taking 4 into consideration. It will take only 2 and 3.
So 2 plus
And
3 is
2,
5.
5. So here, as you can see, it is asking for the sum as well. So 2 plus 3 is of 5. So n is going to be of 5.
Yeah.
But here we have the break statement. So the else will not continue and we will get the output as 5. So that is what we got.
So here what is happening when you decrement your n, n minus 1 is becoming 4. So what is happening there when it is n minus 4? It means that the loop will break.
The loop will break.
Right? So the loop will come out of it, and because of the break statement, and that else will not be executed.
Exactly.
Exactly. Same. Correct. Okay. Now I have one more question here. Yeah. And I would like to share my screen. This is for Bharat. Bharat, this is fine?
Yes, I'm able to see this. Okay.
Explain, okay, and tell me the output. Then we can show the viewers. Is it correct or wrong?
Yes, I will also execute the same in the Python engine. Okay, so you are saying that sum is equal to 0. And you're also going for a for loop and saying I in range. Okay, you have a range here as well. All right, so when you say I is 5, okay, you're talking about the range, right? When you say I is 5, then what happens is the sum becomes 1, because you're saying sum is plus equal to. Basically, you're using a assignment operator and you're saying less than sum. Then this sum becomes 1, right? Because that is greater than, I'm sorry, that is because, okay, I missed it here. That is because 5 is greater than the sum that you get. Okay. And then what happens is next, when you say I is 3, okay, you're moving this and your sum becomes 2. That is again because 5 is greater than sum. Likewise, and when you move this is the iteration. When you say I is 1, the sum here does not change, right? That is because you know that it is not greater than the sum that you have passed. Okay. Then what you're doing is you're using a print statement, right? And you're printing sum. So from my understanding, okay, what I feel is the answer will be 2. Okay, let me also execute the same and show it for our viewers what the logic is behind this. Okay. If you allow me, I will share my screen and execute it. Is the approach correct, Deepti? Is the approach correct? Can I get a confirmation?
Yeah. It's. I was just thinking. I is equal to 5. First, I takes 5. And the sum becomes 1.
Okay.
Correct.
That's right.
Sum is becoming 1.
When I say I is 5, okay, you're passing I is 5, right? The iteration, right? The sum becomes 1. Likewise, it keeps decrementing. Basically, it keeps decreasing. And so as you know, when you say I is 3, the sum will become 2.
Exactly.
And so is 1. That is, when you say I is 1, it does not change. Okay. That is because the sum here is not greater than, or this particular thing is not greater than the sum, or 1 is not greater than the sum.
Okay. If
right?
it means that sum plus is equal to I, means sum is equal to sum plus I.
Correct. So that was my logic behind this. Okay, are you able to see the screen?
Yeah.
Right. Let me write the code. So I said sum is equal to 0. And then with for loop, I'll say for I in range. Okay. 5, 0, -2.
Yeah. So we have already explained the other day what range is going to do, right? So range,
Yes.
you have 3 things there. Let me do it one more time. You're starting from 5. You are ending till 0 with a decrement of steps.
Correct.
Start, end, index. Steps is your third variant. What you're writing here. So minus 2 is 5 minus 2, 3.
Correct.
3 minus 2, 1. So I will be 5. I will be 3. I will be 1.
Correct.
Correct? Yeah.
And then I'll say sum with the assignment operator. I is greater than sum. Okay. And then I will print my sum.
Yeah, Hema, Bharat is writing the code. Okay.
Yes. So if you execute this,
Yeah, indentation is something which is very, very important.
very important. See, there's no hurry. You double check and then this will help you in the interviews. You do not have to panic. Take your time and double check your indentation and then execute. Let me execute this. See, the server gets initiated and you are allocated a server if you're using a Google Colab, and then you'll be given a output.
Yeah. Bharat, don't mind. Can you maximize your screen once? There is a comment from our LinkedIn that they want to see the code.
Let me maximize. Is this legible?
Yeah. So I should be 5, 3, and 5 minus 3, 3 minus 2,
Correct.
1. We'll get the output. So sum plus is equal to means sum is equal to sum plus I.
Correct.
Okay. So if that is greater than sum, it is going to print you the sum. Yeah. Thank you, Bharat. You can stop.
Yes.
Yeah. Ashutosh.
Yeah, Deepti.
We are talking about you have used break statement, right?
Mhm.
So can you explain how you can use this for loops?
See, when we are talking about using a break statement for a, for loop, a break statement can be used to terminate it. So it is often used, when a person is doing the program and he needs to stop iterating through the data and instead go back to checking, for other conditions. So in those cases, the break can be used. So if I were to give an example of such a situation that may occur is when, we need to break out of a loop, break out of say a for loop if an exception is occurring. So what will happen is this will allow us to take different paths depending on whether or not we want to handle that exception or ignore it or continue with whatever else follows after the for. So yeah, this is where we can make the use of the break statement in Python for loops.
Okay, so if that particular, I can say that if I use a conditional statement, right? If that particular condition is satisfied, then I can write a break, right?
Exactly.
So that the loop will stop, it will terminate.
All right.
Right? So any example?
Yeah, definitely. I will just share my screen and I would like to show you. So is my screen visible?
Yeah.
Okay, so suppose I'm defining a variable over here, animals, and say I'm giving some name of the animals, say dog, comma. Ah, my bad. And say for
So Bharat,
X,
we both should trace now any errors while typing. so that we can figure it out.
I've been doing that right from the beginning. It is more interesting to do that.
That is a part of our life. At the Python guys, when you are working on the Python,
Yes.
so that is the part of our life. We can't ignore it. So we should be mentally prepared to face all these challenges.
You cannot unsee certain things.
Mhm. So animals is equal to okay for x in animals, fine, print x and x. Comparison operator. So let me run this. Yeah, there you go, Deepti. I hope that answers your question and justifies my explanation as well. So here I've used the break. And here, as you can see, if the condition is getting satisfied, that is she. So the break is happening over here and it is not continuing further. Deepti.
Okay, so after tiger, no output is then displayed.
No, I just took the sheep over here, and I said if x I've used the comparison operator till sheep.
Okay, yeah.
So
Got it.
till sheep. Yeah. So dog, cat, tiger, sheep, and lion is getting ignored.
Okay, so if we give cat, so it
Because lion is a bigger cat.
Exactly.
okay. So I'll end up this with last question with Bharat, right? Can you explain what is continue? There is something like break and continue. What is the difference?
Yes, these are the statements, these are the keywords. In fact, see, when you say break and continue, in Python programming, basically we say that it is a high level programming language. It is a English-like programming language, meaning these words like these, break and continue. What do you mean by break? What it does is it will let you exit that particular loop which you are in. Okay, it will help you exit that particular or break the execution. The execution break is happening there. Okay, so is continue. What do you mean by the word continue? It will let you skip that particular iteration, and it will allow you to move to the next iteration. Okay, it will not stop you, or it will not throw an error.
Okay,
Okay,
so the
so
condition is met.
correct.
Okay.
And then it is also helping. In fact, what break does is it will by default will make it stop or close that particular loop then and there itself, like that, like we have just seen an example. Why did lion not come into picture?
Okay.
Not just because it is a bigger animal, because we have used a break condition.
Exactly.
Correct? So
Okay.
Yeah, don't confuse that because of the size it was not fitting into that code.
exactly. So yes, for the viewers, for the Python programmers who are thinking that it is a bigger animal, that is the reason it is not fitting. No, that is not the logic, guys. That is because we have used a break condition there. Okay. And then same with the continue. Okay. What it does is it will let you, top the execution. It will, top the closest enclosing loop. Okay. And then we also have a couple of benefits. In fact, not just, I would not say benefits, but the differences. Okay. So it will fit in your nested loops. Okay. Same with condition, this continue function as well. I mean the statement. Okay.
Okay.
Like,
Bharat, sorry to interrupt, but it is nothing but this is definitely used only to skip the code inside the loop. right? For that particular iteration only.
Yes.
It does not terminate the loop.
No. It will not terminate the loop.
Okay.
It is just either it is in case of break condition, it is either getting out of the loop. In case of continue, it is not terminating the loop. It is just skipping that particular loop and it is moving to the next iteration.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. We can look into this hands-on tomorrow,
Mhm.
like how continue is going to work, because Ashutosh has already explained the break. So we can continue tomorrow with continue keyword
Will
and
continue. Yes. See, in life, Python is also applicable in our day-to-day lives.
yeah. So yeah, that's it for today, friends, and thank you all for joining in, and thank you so much. Once again, please like, share, and subscribe our channel, and please follow our 360 Degree TMG page on LinkedIn
Please
and
share
Facebook.
these
Comments.
Please share
Yeah.
these videos with your friends, colleagues. Let us know that we are bringing in more such, rounds of interviews, more things to discuss. Okay.
And share your thoughts also, like if you want us to,
And do
take
participate.
up, yeah,
Do
and if you
participate in
want us
these
to
things.
take up new things, any particular topic, so just mention that in the comments and we can take it from there. Thank you so much, guys. See you guys tomorrow.
Thank you all for joining in.